Good afternoon. My name is John with Wine & Trade. I have the great pleasure of being here with Chef James Lehman out here at Ironstone. And he's going to tell us a little bit today about background, the kind of a little simple who, what, when, where, why. He does a great job out here at Ironstone. They have a lot of cooking classes, schools, and runs the whole food side of it out here. So thanks for spending a few minutes with us.
Not a problem.
Now, how'd you end up here? What's some of the process? How'd you end up here at Ironstone?
Well, at Ironstone, my grandparents actually lived here in the area for
Oh,
about
really?
22 years.
Oh, so your roots in the county here.
Yes. I've
Okay.
been coming up here since I was probably around 8 years old. So, coming up here most of my life, and
Great.
really liked it up here.
Great. Now, have you how many years have you lived here in the area then? Is it?
I actually don't live in the
Uh-oh,
area, but I did live up here for about a year when I first started here, and then because of childcare and stuff, we had to move down into the valley. So I live in Elk Grove right now.
Oh, really? So
Yes.
you're doing the commute?
I do commute, and believe it or not, it's not that bad.
Well, it's the reverse commute, so it's kind of the it's kind of the easy one. Now, a little bit on your background. Where'd you go to school?
Well, I went to school at the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York, which is about an hour and a half above New York City.
Right.
And I spent 2 years there and got the associate's degree.
Now, as a dumb question, this is like really bouncing off topic. Now, I haven't had the pleasure of being to Hyde Park, but now that's the family home of the Roosevelts, right? Isn't
That's
that
right.
Now, is that a big fixture in the area?
It is. It's one of the major tourist attractions in the area. I mean, you drive right through downtown, and then right off on your left is this huge property with their house sitting there, and they do tours. It's really, really a great tour. It's a neat place. They've kept it very pristine. It's all like it was when he lived there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, is that very cool? I was just a little aside on
Yeah,
on the area.
it was neat, yeah.
Now, what is for here at Ironstone? What's some of the focuses? I know you have your cooking schools and classes and things like that. What's some of the things you're focused on here?
Well, the cooking school and the classes and stuff and the cooking demonstrations I do for people are kind of like a side project for me.
Okay.
My main job here, if you will, is creating menus for the winery, for special catered events, and being in the kitchen with my staff cooking from day to day. But doing these side projects of cooking classes, which I really, really love to do. I like to teach people about cooking. And the cooking demonstrations, it's all educational, and I like to teach people how to cook.
That's cool. And on those as well, we caught part of a presentation that was filmed from one of the classes, and he comes across very well in front of a group, in front of a class. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to watch, and I think you can tell your enthusiasm and everything really comes across. Now, what's some of your specialties? What do you like to focus on?
There's several cuisines that I like to focus on. Each chef, all different chefs, they either focus on one cuisine or they go more globally, and they like to focus on several. I think I fit in that category of more global. I like Asian cuisine. Southwest cuisine is a favorite of mine because I like spicy food, spice mixes. French cuisine and Italian are also two of my favorites because those are the foundation of cuisines and cooking. So those are the ones I
Very cool. Now, is there, do you try to do some things that tie into the specific Ironstone wines as you go along as well?
Of course. That's always sitting in the back of my mind. Because we are a winery, I've always got to think, is wine going to go with the food? Because that's my job. I pair food and wine, and we drink wine, and we eat food, and that's what we do here. So it's always sitting back there. I need to make sure that this food is going to pair with at least one of our wines.
Got it. Now, if somebody's coming to the area for, say, the first time, or coming up here to explore Calaveras County, or even a local that has them, what would be some of your suggestions? What would you say that they should try or should do, or what's some of the things you would
in the county?
In the county, or even here specifically at Ironstone as well?
Well, in the county, I would definitely suggest going to Money Caverns. Because every time we would go up here when I was a kid, we used to love to go to Money Caverns. It's just a really, really neat place. It's part of the area up here. So definitely go to Money Caverns. It's great. But coming here to Ironstone Vineyards, I mean, we have a very, very large property with lots of different things, and our large pipe organ and artifacts and antiques around here. And just getting here and going on our 1 hour tour, you get to see everything that the Couts family has accumulated over the past 15, 16, 20 years. And there's a lot of stuff here, a lot of good stuff to see.
Now, I guess this is one of the largest winery complexes like this in the U.S., isn't it? I mean, not just in Calaveras County, obviously, but I mean, even bigger than some of the ones in Napa Valley and everything else.
I'm
right?
not sure of the specifics,
Yeah,
but I know
yeah.
this. I mean, I've been to Napa Valley numerous times,
Sure.
and this is a very, very large facility compared to some of the ones that are in Napa.
Yeah.
So.
Now, if somebody's going to experience the cuisine side of Ironstone, what should they focus on?
Well, there's two ways that you can do that. One, you can go up to our gourmet deli in
Right.
the tasting room, and there's a sandwich menu of specialty chef sandwiches that I've created that are up there. That's kind of the lower end.
Sure.
But I mean, if you wanted to experience a full 4-course dinner with wines paired, you would get a hold of me or one of our event coordinators, and we would put together a menu, pricing, and then you could have a dinner with, it could be related to work or family, any type of event that we can do.
And some of the banquet facilities
Exactly.
and stuff that are here.
Mm-hmm.
So, we always hear great things about everything they do out here, and it's truly if you're a local, I think sometimes this complex is in some ways taken for granted. We're very blessed in a very rural setting to have not only staffing such as yourself, but the caliber in this area. I think it's truly an honor. Thanks for what you do out here.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it, and thank you very much.